It is officially a 39-point victory for South Dakota, 93-54 over Denver to open up Summit League play. Dave Brown back with Jason Andera. Pleased to be joined by the head coach of the victorious South Dakota Coyotes, Todd Lee. Todd, thanks for taking some time. The three-point shooting obviously is what sticks out today. I know we've joked about how you guys struggled to start the season, but 14 of 26 from the outside. What was working so well from the perimeter?
Well, A.J. Plitzwhite got us started, obviously. Made a lot of threes, and sometimes it's contagious, just like if you miss them. And we have shot the three a lot better. Obviously, going 14 of 26 today, that's a big-time stat. You're not going to lose very often doing that. But I think A.J. getting us going, and then everybody else fed off that.
Yeah, AJ's confidence was palpable. He went out there and got it started right away with a couple shots. What can you say about his confidence and how that's gotten stronger as he's been a Coyote?
Well, he missed 35 days because of quarantine, and he really is starting to feel comfortable. He's been able to practice. We've been able to practice without any COVID issues for a while, so we're getting a little bit more comfortable that way. He is definitely getting in better basketball shape. He's never really out of shape, but he was out for a long time, missed a lot of practices. It's his first year of playing Division I basketball. You can see him growing and getting better, and as you said, feeling more confident. He's learning the system, and now he knows where to go and where to find guys, and he's obviously got a high IQ.
Offensively, obviously, you guys were fantastic this afternoon, but defensively, you forced 20 turnovers. You kept Jace Townsend in check. What worked on the other side of the ball?
We had a couple guys that chased Jace around. He's a very good player. We fouled him too much. But we did a good job of locating our shooters for the most part, and we guarded the ball. And that's been a point of emphasis. We guarded the basketball better, and we usually guard concepts well, but we got to guard the ball better. We got to guard the post better. But I expect them tomorrow to make adjustments, and Townsend's one of the best guards in the league, and he'll be ready to go.
Well, we appreciate your time as always, Todd. Congratulations. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, thanks. Todd Lee, the victorious head coach for South Dakota, back with Jason Andera, and he mentioned it, the three-point shooting and the defense specifically. We'll talk about the three-point shooting during the highlights, but getting a team like Denver, which is turnover-prone, to commit 20 turnovers is definitely a victory in and of itself.
Yeah, being able to shut down their number one scorer, basically take him out of the game, and then be able to create those turnovers, but not only create them, but get points off those turnovers. That was an absolutely tipping point in the game, is to create all those turnovers.
Let's get a look at our highlights from the second half. They are brought to you by Andera Orthopedics and Stanley Amude. Only 17 points, and I say only, with quote unquote. They didn't need him to be as much of an efficient scorer as he has been in the past, but he certainly picked and chose his spots. Easy for me to say. A.J. Plitzwhite didn't need to pick and choose his spots because all of his spots were working.
Yeah, especially from that spot in the court, though. Just on the arc, on the top of the arc, he was hitting, taking it with contact that time, following his shot and going back up and getting it. This is the A.J. Plitzwhite I saw in high school.
Ty Chisholm with some nice minutes off the bench. He's kind of been in and out of the rotation a little bit, but some effective minutes might get him back into that top 8 or 9.
Yeah, he gave him some electric minutes, and if he can continue to do that, he's going to find a place on this team where he can be valuable because he was a spark plug.
Final stats brought to you by CU Mortgage Direct LLC. There's the story, three-point field goals. Denver tried to shoot themselves back into the game, just couldn't hit from the outside, shooting 30%. South Dakota obviously shooting above 50% from distance. And you look at the assists, 22 assists on 33 made field goals. You don't need elementary math to tell you 2 out of 3 baskets is pretty good.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Denver would love to see more assisted hoops. Yeah, even when Jace Townsend's going well, not a lot of his baskets come on assisted hoops. I think that's something they're going to have to learn to do better and feed the post. And just like Todd Lee said, they're going to try to defend that post and take that away from them. They did that well today.
South Dakota came in averaging 11 turnovers a game. They commit only 7. Denver came in averaging 16. They commit 20. You see the disparity, and you see how South Dakota took advantage. 31-3 advantage in points off those turnovers.
I mean, you never get numbers like that, Dave. I mean, that's a dream. That's a coach's dream, taking the turnovers and cashing them in for points. Obviously, one of the biggest reasons they had such a dominant day.
93-54 is your final. It's the biggest win over South Dakota in their history against Denver. And these two will face off once again tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. This will be the interesting part to see what kind of adjustments are made and how Denver will respond, both the men's and women's teams, to blowout losses against South Dakota. Our producer is Travis Wagaman. Our director is Monty Johanning. Our technical director is Toby McDonald. Our engineers are Ron Peterson and Jason Lenz. For all the other hardworking men and women at Midco Sports Network, alongside Jason Andera, I'm David Brown. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.